What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Sports PSP in the building. Hope you all enjoying your Friday night. Before I talk about Russell Wilson, let me just state this. Last night's game between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos might be one of the worst games not only I witnessed, but a lot of people have witnessed. Um, no touchdown scored in that game. I mean, offensively, this is not the game for you. If you're a defense, hey, this is your type of game. 12-9, and the game ended in overtime. Two teams I really had a lot of expectations for coming into the season, Indianapolis and Denver. I actually had Indianapolis winning the AFC South Division. Matt Ryan overall looks done, looks washed, looks cooked. He did not play well at all last night. 26-41, 251 yards, 2 interceptions, was sacked 6 times. QBR on a scale of 0 to 100, he finished that game with a 20.2 and a passer rating of 60.1. But someone who was worse, in my opinion, than Matt Ryan is Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, who was traded to the Denver Broncos, signed a big contract, mind you, with Denver. 5-year, $245 million, including $165 million guaranteed. And the Denver Broncos with him as their starting quarterback is 2-3. Russell Wilson last night was 21-39 for 274 yards, 2 interceptions, and was sacked 4 times. He had a QBR in that game on a scale of 0 to 100 with 15.9 and a passer rating of 54.9. Russell Wilson overall has been awful. Just awful. I mean, it's gotten so bad for Russell Wilson, he's starting to look more like Baker Mayfield. And believe it or not, his numbers, if you look at Russell Wilson's numbers this season, even though he's second in the NFL in passing yards, his QBR, scale of 0 to 100, is 36.9, which is 22nd in the National Football League. His completion percentage is 59.4. And if you look at the past 5 games, from the season opener on Monday night against Seattle, to Houston, to Sunday night against San Francisco, to Las Vegas, and then last night, he hasn't even finished a game with a QBR of 50 or above. Not even a QBR of 50 or above. Let me read you the stats. For Seattle, QBR 49.6. Houston, 44.5. San Francisco, 34.9. Las Vegas, 49.6. His worst QBR was last night against the Colts. 15.9. 15.9. He has been sacked 16 times this season in 5 games. Some of that you can say that's on the offensive line, but other times that's on him. There's a lot of blame to go around the Denver Broncos. We can blame Nathaniel Hackett, and so far, I think as a head coach, he's done just a lousy job. Let's just be honest. 4th and 1. The play that everyone talked about, the one that Russell Wilson missed to KJ Hamler, who was wide open in the end zone, and then after the play, KJ Hamler was so furious, he slammed his helmet in the end zone. You can't blame Nathaniel Hackett on that play. You can't. We criticized him on Monday Night Football for passing up a 4th and 5 and attempting a 64-yard field goal. Instead of putting it in Russell Wilson's hands, you decided to let your field goal kicker attempt a 64-yard field goal. Unless if he's Justin Tucker or Adam Vinatieri or any elite kicker that I can possibly know off the top of my head, Why would you put your kicker in that situation? And why would you take the ball away from your best player's hands, especially someone you just paid a ton of money, $245 million, including $165 million guaranteed. And Russell Wilson is supposed to be the franchise quarterback for the Denver Broncos, given their history of quarterbacks they've had post Peyton Manning. Paxton Lynch, Trevor Siemian, Drew Lock, Teddy Bridgewater, Joe Flacco, whoever you could possibly name up. These are all the quarterbacks they've had post Peyton Manning. Russell Wilson, compared to these guys, is a franchise quarterback. And so far, he's playing like trash. He's playing like a jag, just a guy at this particular point. It's gotten so bad, his play has looked an awful lot like Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Drew Lock, or any other quarterback you could possibly think of. And for Denver, this is terrible. Defensively, you can't ask any more from Denver. They held the Colts to just 12 points. Their defense, with a defense that can hold an opposing offense to 12 points, you should be able to win that game. And especially that you're at home on a primetime game. And unfortunately for Russell Wilson, couldn't capitalize. And it's just only going to get even worse for Denver because next week, they got to go on the road. They got to go on the road and face the Los Angeles Chargers on Monday night. At this particular juncture, Russell Wilson has looked like the worst quarterback in that division. Clearly, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in that division. Justin Herbert is number 2 in my opinion. Derek Carr is number 3 right now. Derek Carr is playing better than Russell Wilson. And that's a damn shame. That's not to say Derek Carr is a scrub or a bum or anything like that, but Russell Wilson has been a 9-time Pro Bowl quarterback, has been considered a top 5, top 10 quarterback throughout his career, and he's playing like trash. He's playing like trash. I'm sorry, there's no other way to put it. He's playing like trash. Most of that loss last night falls directly to him. Nathaniel Hackett, I'm still not sold on a head coach, but on that 4th and 1, I cannot blame him in that situation. You want to say he should have went for a field goal? Put your defense in a position to get a stop so that you can give the offense another chance to crack a field goal. But on that 4th and 1, look, that's on Russell Wilson. The wide receiver ran an open route and Russell misfired. Denver's offense overall last night, they were 0-4 in the red zone. And they were 2-15 on 3rd down last night. Russell Wilson has not been playing like a top 5, a top 10 quarterback. He's right now playing like trash. Bottom tier quarterbacks at this point. It's just disappointing. There's still an awful lot of football left to play. There's still 12 games left to go. But Russ and company got to turn it up. Because right now, if you look at them, Russ ain't the same. So it's embarrassing. So let me know in the comment section. And also, do you think at this point in Russell Wilson's career, at this particular juncture, do you think he's overrated? Is he overrated? Is he overhyped? Has he gotten too much attention? Let me know in the comment section below. Aside from that, it's your boy Sports PSP. Hope you all enjoy your Friday. And as usual, God bless.